how do you relax? Not how do you scroll, not how do you binge, but how do you truly, deliberately breathe yourself back into being human? The terrifying truth is that most of us don't, and history shows civilizations that forget how to rest, forget how to last. We live in an empire of noise, the social pressure to always be available, the technological tyranny of notifications, the economic demand to outwork the machine, the political chaos that robs our focus, the physical exhaustion of bodies always racing. Ancient Rome had its circuses, we have the endless scroll, but the Romans also knew odium, the noble art of leisure. Not laziness, but recovery. Marcus Aurelius wrote that a mind at rest sees the world with clarity. Cicero warned that without pauses, the voice of reason is drowned out. So ask yourself, are you resting or are you just numbing? Modern medicine confirms what ancient philosophy preached. Relaxation is not luxury, it's survival. Chronic stress hardens arteries, floods us with cortisol, rewires our brains to live in panic mode. But the tools are within reach. Breathing techniques as old as yoga, meditation, once cloistered in monasteries, now prescribed in hospitals, the stillness of prayer, the rhythm of music. Even the simple ritual of walking with no headphones, no agenda, just letting the mind uncoil. These aren't hobbies, they're shields, they're strategies. They're the difference between being consumed by chaos or mastering it. Here's what might surprise you. Relaxation is work, it's practice. The Greeks called it askēsis discipline. To relax deliberately is to resist an economy that profits from your exhaustion, an algorithm that feeds on your distraction. Every time you turn off the screen and turn toward your breath, you're rebelling against empire. You're reclaiming freedom. So I'll ask you directly, how do you relax? What's the one practice, ancient or modern, that brings you back to yourself? Share it in the comments. Someone scrolling by may find in your ritual the survival tool they never knew they needed. And if this resonates, subscribe and take our Renaissance quiz to see if you carry the spark. Because the Renaissance spirit is not just about history, it's about the choices you and I make today. What if I told you that in the Renaissance, relaxation wasn't escape, it was invention? That Da Vinci's greatest ideas came not when he labored, but when he wandered. That story is coming soon. Don't miss it. Thank you for watching. You've just joined the Renaissance Spirit, a channel dedicated to a just, equitable, and humanitarian world. Here, we explore history, politics, culture, religion, personal growth, and the lessons of civilization, from ancient Rome to modern America. We believe the Renaissance isn't over. It's waiting inside anyone who chooses curiosity, courage, and conscience. Living the Renaissance spirit means engaging with history as a dialogue, not just with the past, but with the future. Our work is a message to posterity. Will they inherit justice and wisdom, or wonder why we failed to act? Because if history is collapsing in real time, someone has to narrate the fall and plant the seeds of what comes after. Live the Renaissance spirit.